Chapter 33, The Taillights. Suddenly, the wailing siren of a police car emerged from behind, growing louder. The car zoomed past the motorbike and pulled over a bit ahead. The professor eased off the throttle and parked at a decent distance from the police car. Two police officers, donning reflective yellow raincoats, approached from either side. The professor directed his attention to the officer standing by his side and inquired in German, "Good evening, officer. What seems to be the issue?" At that instant, the officer recognized him and spoke up, "Hey, professor. We're used to seeing you around the city center." The other officer chimed in, "Professor, it's pretty risky driving on the highway without those backlights." The professor replied, "Don't worry, we'll be exiting the highway soon." Curious, the officer inquired, "Where are you headed?" The professor answered, "We're heading to Tegel Lake to check on my boat. They mentioned on the news that a strong storm is on its way." With a quick look toward Azer, the officer remarked, "It's a whole different situation when you're cruising with your cat Felix in the sidecar. But when you've got a passenger, the bike's taillights need to be working." The professor reassured, "Thanks, officer. I'll make sure to fix those taillights when we get back." As they walked back to the police car, one of the officers said, "Drive safely and enjoy your evening." The professor gave a thumbs up and revved the engine. Before he could fully start, the police car had vanished. Even though he was accelerating as much as he could, all the other cars behind them easily passed. However, the situation soon changed when the motorcycle encountered difficulties climbing a steep hill. Due to deep potholes, the professor chose to switch lanes to the faster one. A weary truck driver, approaching from behind, only noticed the bike at the last moment. Angrily, he honked the horn, creating a deafening noise. The professor had no way to get back to his lane. The truck began overtaking them on the right side. Just as the front wheel of the truck cleared, the rumble of the trailer's countless wheels followed. It was loaded with large logs. Seated near the truck in the sidecar, Azer felt the vulnerable motorcycle could be pulled under and crushed at any instant. The professor had leaned forward, gripping the handlebar tightly. It felt like an eternity before the last wheels passed. The truck moved ahead and disappeared into the darkness. Beneath the combined weight of two grown-ups, the bulky motorcycle gained significant speed as it went down the hill. After a sharp turn, they transitioned onto a lengthy bridge. The professor had to muster all his strength to counter the force of the wind, which seemed intent on lifting the bike off the ground like a small airplane. Repeatedly, forceful waves surged on the left and right sides of the bridge, showering the motorcycle with frigid water. Finally, they reached the opposite end of the bridge and veered away from the highway.